Hello again, folks. So I was going through some of the evidence in the evidence vault on freescottdavis.org. I'll leave a link down below for the website itself so you can take a look. And I was going through, sort of scrolling through the different links that they have, and I noticed there's an awful lot of correspondence between Megan. Yeah, Megan. Hi, Megan. You fucking rancid twat. Between Megan and Steve Huff, who was a crime blogger who was writing about the David Coffin case at the time that everything was going on. And I noticed a couple of interesting little factoids, interesting little things that sort of disturbed me. And it really speaks to Megan's mind frame and her overall personality, if she has one. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some of that stuff today because, listen, kids, any of my viewers know that if I see something hinky, I'm going to hammer the shit out of it until we all figure it out. This is part of what makes this channel so awesome, is it's not just me that I'm the face, I'm the one relaying the information, but a lot of the stuff that I get, if you notice throughout the course of my videos, is from other people, and it's stuff that they sent to me, and I'll give them credit in my videos, and it's really awesome because it's a melding of the minds. And as Jerry Buting said during the Stephen Avery case, and continues to say to this day, all these eyes, nothing is going to get missed. And at the time that the David Coffin case happened, the internet was still kind of in its infancy, and it wasn't as prominent as it is today. And so we're going to use that shit to fix some of this crap. So anyways, I was going through and I found an email between Megan that she sent to Steve Huff on the 11th of April of 2007, and she's talking to Steve about her not being able to see the 48-hour special yet on the David Coffin case because they didn't want to send her a copy before it aired in the States. And one section really caught my eye. They've got part of it highlighted, but the whole paragraph disturbed me on many levels. Now see, Megan left Scott, okay? She was screwing like 3 or 4 other men at the time that she left Scott, and she worked really hard to make sure that he was convicted. She worked really hard to make sure that everybody knew how over him she was, and yet this paragraph is very telling. She says to him, "They have the lovely Christine reading a letter written by Scott. Poor misguided girl, now I just feel sorry for her mother." Okay, look at that first sentence there. They have the lovely Christine reading a letter written by Scott. That doesn't bespeak of her being over it. The mere fact that she would even say anything about her ex-husband's new girlfriend is really telling. She's not over it. She is so not over it. And not only that, but she's being patronizing. Okay? Then, this poor misguided girl, she's trying to convince her reader that, Scott's the evil one still. Now I just feel sorry for her mother. And I'm going, why? Her mom's not the one dating him. Shut up. But this sentence is the one that gets it, that really hammers home how bitter and just hateful this woman is. "I am secretly looking forward to seeing the footage of her," meaning Christine, "collapsing on the courtroom floor." Yeah, you're really fucking over it, aren't you, Megan? You are so over Scott. No, that's the problem, Megan, is you're not the one over it, and it pisses you the fuck off that he's over you, and how dare he be over you. That's your fucking problem. You don't like being pushed aside. You don't like not having the upper hand or not being the one in control of the relationship. And that's obvious because you killed David Coffin. You shot him when you found out that he was making plans with other women besides you. Because God forbid anybody be unfaithful to you, but you can be unfaithful to everybody that you're dating. How fucking stupid are you? Seriously. There was another email correspondence between Megan and Scott's father, David Davis. And, you know, they're talking about the selling of the house. And this was right around the time that Scott was arrested the first time in 1996 for the whole thing. And she's like trying to wheedle $3,000 out of him once the sale of the house goes through. And I love how Mr. Davis handles it. He is so classy. He just gently reminds her of the $14,000 that Scott's parents had lent them. And it was such a classy move, the way that he handled it. But yeah, you can, if you read through the correspondence between Megan and this Steve Huff, it's disturbing. I mean, she talks about, you know, going into the blog posts and, you know, trying to influence the jury. What I find hilarious is how she always talks about herself in the third person, like nobody knows who the fuck is posting. The beautiful Megan, the smart Megan, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, please, bitch. Who the fuck do you think you're kidding? And the fact that she discussed the case during her breaks when she was testifying, and she had been instructed to not discuss the case until she'd been released from the witness stand. It was just a whole lot of weird shit. And how the DA allowed that shit to stand, how the judge did not declare a mistrial, how he didn't even get a new trial just based off of that alone, I will never know. But I'm going to keep digging into the evidence on this case. Again, I will leave the links for the freescottdavis.org website, as well as the link to that specific email that I just referenced down below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to me here on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, MamaPhoenix6. And if you boogie on over to the About page here on my channel, you'll find everything from my blog to my Facebook fan page to my Pinterest boards. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you soon.